Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, otherwise short for Delet London Guna, Space, Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. Excuse me. Welcome again to another Premier League roundup of all of this weekend's goals. Oh, hiccups. Excuse me, that was a hiccup. Of all of this weekend's goals, as well as all the games from all 9 fixtures. The only teams that weren't involved were Brighton away to Newcastle. Manchester United had a game against another opponent due to Man United's triumph in the Carabao Cup. Well done to them. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the Premier League fixtures, but before I go into the games, the talking points, etc., all I want you to do is show me love, joy, and respect, and smash the thumbs up like button for me. Yeah, do that in abundance. Show me love, joy, and respect, and share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives. And if any one of you are watching me for the first time, I'll say this: welcome on board. Yeah, it'll be great to hear from you. Tell me about your team support or whatever you want to do. Allow me to say good morning to you guys, whether you are just waking up, getting ready to go to work, or you just having breakfast, or good afternoon to you guys, whether you are starting a new job today, or you're just coming home from work and you've decided to pop the TV on and watch your favorite programs, or allow me to say good night and rest well. The comment section, your reaction of the game, if you want to talk about certain performances of your team, etc., leave it in the comment section below. Yeah, your opinions, your thoughts of the game, all welcome in the comment section below. And on top of that, yeah, show me love, joy, and respect, and smash the hell out of the subscribe button for me, left, center, left, right, and center, and gloriously. My aim is to get to 1,000 subscribers and over, well, by the beginning of this year, maybe middle of this year, or is it the end of this year? Get subscribers to the channel. Remember, if you do sub, yeah, I'll shout you out with love and joy and respect, yeah? So get subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But like, comment, share, and do subscribe. Do all of that for me, yeah? Otherwise, let's get into last weekend's games. Starting off at Craven Cottage between Fulham and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, looking at the opportunities that was created in this game, it seems like Wolverhampton Wanderers were on the front foot. They were more effective in front of goal. You could see that they were a threat. Sarabia looked like a problem for me in that game. Raul Jimenez looks like another problem, and the midfield was dominated by Ruben Neves and they've got some other threats as well. Even Diego Costa from the bench, and you could see that they were on the front foot. Manat Solomon, who scored in the last 2 games, did not start the game, but started from the bench. Well, it was telling at the beginning of the game, because I feel that it was at the beginning of the game, or when I say beginning, the beginning of the first half, that Sarabia scored his first Wolves goal. Good little finish there, good little link-up play between Sarabia and another player, maybe Raul Jimenez or Pedro Neto. It could have been one of the two. I'm not entirely too sure. Wolverhampton Wanderers fans, if you can help me out here, leave it in the comment section below. But he took his goal well. And to be fair to Fulham, they did respond with opportunities of their own, but they found Jose Sarr in splendid form, making 2, maybe 3 saves in that game. And well, in the second half, Wolves created other opportunities to kill the game off, but they just couldn't find the killer goal. And then Manor Solomon comes on as a substitute, links up well with their left back Robinson, and he produces a fine curling effort from the left from 20 yards out. The technique and the accuracy was top notch and deserved to rifle in the back of the net. The man has scored 3 league goals in 3 league games, and he's in splendid form. Maybe there's a case of an argument for him to start for the next game for Fulham. Other than that, it finished Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. So it finished Fulham 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Next games, onto Saturday's game, Everton v Aston Villa. Everton in control, on the front foot, created numerous of opportunities. Iwobi had an effort just wide, and then he had another effort that went wide but cleared off the line. To see Aston Villa really struggle to get into the game. It's as if they were in 6s and 7s at times, and the way Aston Villa defended was suspect, if the truth be told. In the second half, Everton were pushing for that deadlock to be broken, and they just couldn't get past. Even there was a moment, a set piece comes in, and it's tapped in. Just when you thought it's tapped into the back of the net, Tyrone Mings on his strong foot clears it and prevents Villa from going 1-0 down. And then at this point, Villa grew into the game. They created an opportunity for themselves. A fine one-handed save by Pickford, cleared off the line by, I think, James Tarkowski. And then the breakthrough came from the away team, the visitors, Aston Villa. Good bit of play there. Good link-up play by the attacking players. And, yeah, penalty conceded by Idrissa Gueye, foul on McGinn. Both needs coming together, but as the replay shows from 2 other angles, it was a clear penalty. I think the third replay from a third angle showed it was a penalty converted by Watkins, and he's the first Aston Villa striker to score in a 5th consecutive Premier League game. So well done to Mr. Watkins. And then the killer goal by Buendia, again, good bit of build-up play on the counter-attack. Emilio Buendia goes the outside of the defender, unleashes a left-footed shot, bulging right in the back of the net. So, that's the game done. So it finished Everton 0, Aston Villa 2. Next game, Leeds United v Southampton. A relegation 6-pointer, you could call that. And it was vital for both teams to try and get the 3 points. But if you're looking at the first half overall, Leeds United looked more hungrier. They looked more up for it, and you could see that crowd was really up for it. And I think the Leeds United players responded to it very well. They just couldn't take their opportunities that was created for them. Looked like, for example, Ayling going for a wild shot at a very tight angle. I think Somerville and Nonto, they really were causing some problems with their pace and their trickery. Southampton, on the other hand, had a counter-attack in that first half and possibly unlucky not to score. That being said, it was until the middle of the second half until the deadlock was broken, and Julian Firpo, an unlikely goal scorer, puts the ball into the back of the net, and the pictures were shown, seeing the chairman showing his emotion, and there were 1 or 2 tears up there in the director's box, and you could see what it meant to the owner or the chairman. And you can see what it meant to the Leeds players and especially the fans. Again, Southampton fell short again, and they just didn't get the job done. They didn't really penetrate enough. I don't think they contributed enough to get anything out of that game. And fair play to Leeds, they restricted them from settling down on the ball, and it's a credit to Javier Gracia, who has just taken over from Jesse March, who was sacked last month, I believe. However, it finished Leeds United 1, Southampton 0. Next game, West Ham United v Nottingham Forest. Well, you could see West Ham were on the front foot, especially Jarrod Bowen. Despite the fact that he never scored in this game, you could see his qualities, his all-round play, taking on defenders, linking up well with his attacking players, whether it's Paqueta, whether it's Danny Ings, whether it was Benrahma. You could see how he was linking up well with his teammates, and he was causing them problems. I felt that he was the best player in that first half, maybe the best player in the game. And he was unlucky not to score on his weaker side. Good effort there. Well, that was in the second half, but in the first half, West Ham dominated the opportunities. Just couldn't find the breakthrough. However, Nottingham Forest looked dangerous on the counter attack for sure. Brennan Johnson, Morgan Gibbs White, that combination, them two linking up, they could cause problems on the counter attack with their speed and trickery. However, didn't think Forest defended it particularly well, especially in the second half when the deadlock was broken. Jarrod Bowen, good bit of play, was allowed to get a low cross shot, and before you know it, Danny Ings is in to tap in his first West Ham United goal, and he was in the right place at the right time. 1-0 to the Hammers, and then 1-0 became 2-0 shortly. An attack on the right there, Danny Ings. I think it was on the left, and Danny Ings gets he's been found on the far post. Before you know it, he taps it in. He makes it 2-0. For me, West Ham were on the front foot and in control of the game. Forest, again, never offered very little, and every time West Ham attacked them, you could see they were going to get the third, and get the third they did. Who was it that got the third? Oh, it will come to me. It wasn't Jarrod Bowen. It wasn't Paqueta. Yeah, the third goal went in. West Ham United fans, you might have to help me out here. Who got the third goal? Leave it in the comment section below. But Antonio came on for Danny Ings, and Fernells came on as well. And West Ham made 3 substitutions, and two of the 3 substitutes combined for the fourth goal. Good bit of play on the left-hand side. Ings swinging cross by Fornells, and there was Mikel Antonio to head in West Ham's fourth of the game to cap up a handsome victory, which left Forest humbled. It finished Nottingham Forest. I'm sorry, it finished West Ham United 4, Nottingham Forest 0. Next game, Bournemouth v Manchester City. Now, Manchester City, their players would have been aware of the Arsenal result, which went Arsenal's way. And no, I should have done Leicester City v Arsenal. Yeah, let's talk about Leicester City v Arsenal now. How Arsenal were in complete control, creating a number of opportunities, finding spaces in pocket areas. But yet, the only thing with Arsenal was they were not clinical enough. And just 4 minutes before half an hour into the game, Arsenal have an in-swinging corner just taken by Bukayo Saka on the right. It comes in. Ward has cleared it as far as he could. Ball falls to Granit Xhaka. He lays it off to Trossard. He takes a touch inside, unleashes an unstoppable right foot, top bins. What a goal! It's just a shame that Benjamin White was deemed to have committed a silly foul on the goalkeeper, which was unnecessary because that could be costly, but it didn't matter in the end. Although Iheanacho was put through by Tete, but he was clearly offside, and in the Arsenal defence sprang the offside trap extremely well. And Iheanacho chipped it past Ramsdale, but it was always going to be disallowed. Start of the second half, Arsenal got to the brightest of start so quickly. Gabriel Martinelli with the winning goal and the only goal of the game. Now, Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães clears it. It ends up on the left-hand side. Trossard picks it up, takes on the defender, plays a cheeky through ball through the defender's leg. I think it was squatter. Gabriel Martinelli races onto it, side foots it, opens his body, side foots it at the back stick, and he takes a stamp on his leg stamp on his knee for his troubles after putting the ball into the back of the net. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Zinchenko done well to get a shot, a curling effort at the back post to Ward's right, but the keeper did well to make a good save. Other than that, Arsenal were in complete control, and Leicester did grow into the game. Their only shot on goal was through Dewsbury Hall, and it was just wide, but Aaron Ramsdale would have had it covered. Other than that, it was a well-deserved victory. I felt Arsenal could have at least got the second goal of the game. They needed another goal, and depending on the 1-0 scoreline is very dangerous. But nevertheless, it finished Leicester City 0, Arsenal 1. Yes, I will talk about Bournemouth v Manchester City, where Bournemouth, obviously at the bottom, the home team fighting for their Premier League future, whereas Manchester City are fighting to retain the Premier League title. And, it was one-sided. Man City were obviously in control of the ball. They were to an extent, they were in control of the ball. I thought Bournemouth matched them for intensity to a certain degree, and once Man City got their noses in front, they were always the favourites to win. And Rico makes a good tackle, good sliding challenge. Man City passed the ball all the way to the penalty area. Before you know it, a tap in for Gundogan. And then, as from last week, Haaland should have had another tap in at Forest, but he failed to convert on 2 bites of the cherry. However, he made no mistake. Cross comes in the left. Foden's laid it off to Haaland, who couldn't miss from where he was, 3 yards out, 2-0. And then with Bournemouth, they showed some attacking intent. They showed attacking intent. Adam Smith going for a curling effort at the back post, blocked by Ruben Neves, but I thought it was going wide, just wide. But Ruben Neves is not to know. But then Man City go up the other end for a gift fight. Philip Billing, Phil Foden launches onto it, past the defender, gets his balance right, and side foots it into the net past Neto. 3-0, game over for me. And Man City carried on from where they left off in the first half. In the second half, they get the fourth. Alvarez. Alvarez gets the first goal of that game. That's it. Not Gundogan. And then he gets the second goal, which it was credited to him, but it was an own goal by Chris Mepham. And Alvarez, he does have the shot. It was just going wide, and then the deflection and puts it into the back of the net. 4-0, and Man City are just cruising. They're in cruise control to the point where they did take their foot off the pedal a little bit, and at the business end of the game, Bournemouth did deserve that consolation, and they finished the game a little bit stronger than Man City. But nevertheless, Man City were always going to get the 3 points, so it finished Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 4. Last game, but not least, for the Saturday games, Crystal Palace v Liverpool. Both teams had their opportunities. I thought it was a game of 2 halves. If anything, Liverpool obviously were just about in control. They've always looked threatening on the counter-attack. And in the first half, Alexander Arnold has a free kick from 20 yards out. Well worked. He's gone for a curling effort. The ball's rolled to him. He's hit it on a curling effort. He's hit a curler, but Jordan Henderson gets in the way. Diego Jota draw the foul from the defender, which is an ex-Liverpool defender, Nathaniel Klein. That being said, before that, Liverpool got off the hook where Mateta receives a back pass. I felt he should have possibly hit it first time, but he hesitated. Well, not hesitated, but he decided to go for the chip, and that was the wrong decision. Mateta does hit the bar with another opportunity. Cross comes in, he's got his head on it, and he's come off the top of the crossbar. That being said, in the second half, Mohamed Salah was unlucky not to get a brilliant goal of his own. He's gone for a curler on the right hand side. He's hit the under side of the bar and bounced out of reach, out of harm's way, should I say? And still left it 0-0. Crystal Palace always looked threatening on the counter attack, and they had a number of opportunities to score. And this is a fixture without Wilfred Zaha. But again, nevertheless, I didn't think it would have ended 0-0, but it did. So it ended Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 0. Last game, but not least, which is on a Sunday, Spurs v Chelsea. Now, Chelsea looked like they were on the front foot. Raheem Sterling goes down in the penalty area with a slight touch, but there's not enough contact for the referee to give a penalty, and he was right to wave it off, should I say. That being said, Tottenham look very threatening on the offensive point, from the attacking point of view, and Højbjerg with a deflected shot hits the post. Harry Kane does what Harry Kane does best and tries to make something happen out of nothing, whether he's scoring or getting an assist. And then in the second half, Chelsea struggled. It seems like Chelsea struggled to make an impact in the game, and Tottenham were pushing for that first goal, and they were more hungry of the two teams and more likely to score out of the two teams. And well, Emerson Royal has an effort on target, a side-footed effort on target, saved by Kepa, cleared by the Chelsea defence. But it fell to Oliver Skipp, who hits it first time, and what a strike by Oliver Skipp. Top of the bar, although Kepa Arrizabalaga got his hand on it. However, it don't seem to me that he got a stronger enough hand. So it ended up in the back of the net, 1-0 to Spurs. The second goal, well, from a corner, flick on at the front post, and Harry Kane's there for an easy tap-in, 2-0. You can't allow Harry Kane any sort of room. Otherwise, he'll punish you, and he's got himself another goal for the Spurs. I mean, he's the only one in this country that can beat Alan Shearer's record. I mean, I'll ask a question now. Can Harry Kane beat Alan Shearer's Premier League record? If you've got an answer to that question, drop it in the comment section below. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Otherwise, that's the end of my roundup. And all that I want to say is, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and saving the best to last. Thank you so much for putting up with me, as you always do. Remember to look after your friends, do look after your families, do look after yourselves. It's always a pleasure to do a live content with you on StreamYard. So more peace, more love, and more blessings again. And that's your host, your guy himself, DOG Repping. Yeah, we're going to chat again, yeah? On top of that, yeah, do remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And one more thing you need to remember, please always be nice. I do mean be nice.